Let's look at this classic 1966 Honda 150 Dream. This thing is 56 years old. So it's damn near close to 60 years old. And it even has the original Honda grips on it, as you can see right there. Honda, original factory grips. 10,058 miles on it. Just a beautiful piece. Has the original Honda. The motor sounds fantastic. We just went through the whole thing, cleaned the tank out, cleaned and rebuilt the car, adjusted the valves, put new plugs in it, changed the oil, and it runs freaking awesome. It's a really cool classic for sure. Phil, you want to give us a quick demo?
Sure.
Love the white walls on it. They really make the thing pop. Horn works. Typical Honda quality, man. You can't beat these classic Hondas. Look at that thing. Nice exhaust note too, which is, you know, it looks good, it sounds good, but it's a classic. Full on, sounds good, full on antique. Listen to this thing purr. Look at this thing, huh? When's the last time you seen a 1966 Honda 150 Dream with the flared fenders, the chrome tank panels, and the white walls? It's got the center stand and the side stand. Very cool piece. What a classic. Beautiful fall day to take your classic Honda out for a ride. Listen to that thing purr. What a beauty. Very cool. Only at the New England Motorcycle Museum. Look at the chrome glistening off that baby. Just purring like a kitten. Come on. How cool is that? You wonder if the new bikes being built today are going to last 66 years. I don't know if the quality is as good as they don't make them like they used to. Look at the headlight on this thing. The original speedometer is in really good condition. I believe that's accurate mileage at 10,059 miles with the original pegs on there. I believe this is the original, all the original chrome, and most of the paint is original. It's been touched up in a bunch of places, but I have every reason to believe that's the original factory color. A lot of pride in manufacturing on this thing here with the Honda logos everywhere. Bill, what are your thoughts?
I love it. It's we call these a Dream, but I think this is known as a Bentley.
A Bentley, okay. Yeah. I called it a Dream. I'm sorry, I'm not no expert on the
I'm not really
60s
sure.
Hondas.
I think I'd have to go back to the book, but I think it's a Bentley. But regardless, it's a 150 twin. I mean, Honda was the top manufacturer in the world of four-stroke twin multi-cylinder bikes. Way before anybody had four cylinders, they were perfecting these. And look at this thing. This is a culmination of a lot of hard work. Like with the leading link fork, or is that a trailing link fork?
I'm not sure, but it works pretty good.
But I think Honda were looking for you know, a real stiff,
look at the Zerk fittings on it.
Lightweight fork, and so the pressed steel with a leading link was the answer.
Very
and it
cool.
Works perfectly. These bikes handle great. They have a nice exhaust note. Does it sound pretty cool? When,
it sounded awesome, man.
Yeah.
It's got the side stand and the center stand on it, and it's comfortable and low to the ground and lightweight and just fun to ride.
Easy to ride, 16-inch wheels, easy for steering, good for slow speed work. Great bike for a beginner, electric start, stops good, goes good, it's quiet.
Or for an old pro like you who just wants to putt around.
Yeah, sure, man.
When you don't need your TZ7. This is the this is the relaxing ride after the TZ750.
That's right. But it is an enhanced rider experience, you know. I mean, the looks of this bike, you won't see yourself on the road every day going the
Oh,
other
hell
way.
no. Well, there won't be another one in the parking lot at the supermarket.
No, that's
go. So guys, I'm gonna let Bill grab the camera for a second while I read the work order here. Didn't do a whole lot to the bike, didn't need that much, but they, as far as cosmetically, they steam cleaned it, hand washed it, degreased it. They touched up some of the body parts where there was nicks in the paint and the frame, touched up the white wall and the tires, cleaned the tires, the seat, the grips, polished the exhaust, the engine, the controls, the hardware, the tank, etc. Spent a full 6 hours in a detail shop, gave what we call a rotisserie detail, so it's as clean as it's ever gonna get. Then I went to the service department where they spent 4 hours on it. They drained the fuel, put new fuel lines on it, rinsed out the tank, took the carb out, cleaned the carb, and gave it a 100-point inspection here, test drove it, adjusted the brakes and stuff. It's not perfect. The clutch slips a little bit. When you get on the gas, it's rideable, but I have every reason to believe this is the original clutch in this bike. The tires are probably 20 plus years old. There's a little bit of dry checking on them, but they look awesome, and they've got plenty of tread left on them. So we're selling this as is. Like I said, it's not perfect, but it runs fantastic. It's almost 60-year-old antique. So if you have any questions about it, give us a call, 860-454-7024. We can finance this bike for you. Guys, I don't know if we caught the how the electric start works. I figured I'd demonstrate that for you real quick. Fires right up, like it wants to run. Headlight works. The high beam and low beam appears to be working. Wow. Remarkable. I don't think the tail light is working. Turn signals weren't required back then, but listen to the exhaust. Bill, you just competed in a Moto Gyro. Tell us a little bit about that. And is this a bike you'd want to use for an event like that?
It's like the perfect bike for Moto Giro. Moto Giro is based on an Italian event that took place in the 50s. It brought to America in the 90s, and it's taken off like a rocket ship. A lot of people come out with their pre-1968 motorcycles that are 305 cc's and smaller. This is one of the favorite bikes of that event.
Why is it favorite?
Because it's a classic, very available bike. You can get parts for these anywhere, all the time. I mean, they made so many of these, and they lasted so long that there's a lot of them left around. It's a really great candidate. Good handling, stops good, starts good, reliable. And the Moto Giro that I rode just 2 weeks ago was pouring rain for one of the days.
Oh man, that's gotta suck.
This is a totally reliable motorcycle that you can ride in the pouring rain. And, you know, you wear rain gear and everything so you don't get wet.
You'll never forget that day, will you?
Yeah. Oh, I love those rides like that.
Those are the ones that stick in your memory. Yeah.
The ones that stick in your memory are the ones that are the most difficult. So, yeah, the Moto Giro is a great place to ride these bikes. The guys put cross tires on them, so they get a little bit of knobby, and there's some dirt roads in these events, so it's...
and you're having a blast on an almost 60-year-old small-bore. This is coming from a guy, if you don't know Bill, he's a 5-time Isle of Man veteran racer. He's also the Yamaha TZ Cup national champion, or RZ Cup, excuse me, national champions, won Daytona, pro road racer, pro trials rider. So the point I'm trying to make is you don't need a Hayabusa to have fun. In fact, just the opposite. What is it about these little small bores that makes it so fun?
Oh, they're just so easy to ride, so, you know, quiet, reliable. I mean, this little Honda, you know, it's got a lot of life left in it, and you know, it's charming. It has the look, you know, the 60s. It has the 60s look about it. You know, the chrome slab-sided tanks. You know, and these original badges, look at that. I mean, this is just a cool motorcycle.
I was focusing on that. They're like a Classon badge. They're like 3D. They're really cool.
Right, yeah.
Now you get stickers on the new bikes.
That's right.
It's cheaper to make them.
Way better than stickers. Yeah, it's a bike with classic appeal. It really has a classic appeal. And everybody's family had one of these back in the day, so people can relate to these. It's like the Model A Ford of the 1930s. In the 60s, they were recognized as, you know, everybody had one. Well, now it's the Honda Bentley and Dream.
I forgot to mention we put a new fuel petcock and fuel lines in addition to rebuilding the carb. So it starts right up, kick or electric, and purrs like a kitten. It's got the 50-year-old 1973 New York registration on there. So very cool piece. Bill, you want to ride her into the showroom and put it in the museum? This will be on display in the Honda section of the New England Motorcycle Museum. I'm thinking about the show next week. Hey guys, this is a perfect time, Bill, to talk about the show next weekend if they're still watching.
Oh yeah.
Next Wednesday we're going to New York City to the Custom Car Club at Pier 76. We are hosting the Honda History event, and we're bringing 18 vintage Hondas, and a bunch of other collectors are bringing them. So you'll see bikes like this. In fact, we have a blue version of this that's going to the event. So come to the Classic Car Club, and we're going to the Lamborghini Lounge for the after party, which starts at 10. Should be a great night, and I hope to see you guys in New York City. Throaty little thing for a 150. Definitely a performance machine. Hope it goes to a good home. Someone will care for it for the next 50 years. No smoke. Engine's tight. She's a beauty. Thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe. Come to New York City with us next Wednesday for the big party at Pier 76, the History of Honda show. We're actually bringing this brand new Honda Cub to the event. And some old ones too. Thanks for watching. And as always, God bless Honda. God bless Honda of America.